What's up, YouTube? This is Galactic God, and I'm coming at you today with a deck profile on my new Ancient Gear Scraps kind of deck. I'm going to be doing this in conjunction with the Underground members, so I should have a link up to their channel, probably somewhere up here area, I'm guessing. So you'll also be able to see this video on that channel. So I've been working on this deck with preparation for the new format. So bear with me, this is a first attempt at this deck, so hopefully I'll have an updated version of it pretty soon, but until then, here we go. I'm going to have one actual Ancient Gear Golem, and then three Ancient Gear Gadjiltron Dragon. For this, and that's all I'm playing for the Ancient Gear portion. For scraps, I'm playing the 3 Scrap Beast and 3 Scrap Chimera. So there's your scrap portion of the deck. So it's 9 monsters so far. And of course you got your 3 Reborn Tengu. Definitely can go in quite a bit of decks. Works really well with scraps though. My 1 Meklord Emperor Granel. It's probably my favorite of the Meklords. If I was playing a more pure scrap build, I would probably use more than one of him, but we're going to do it just one. The way the deck works is it can go into Exceeds or Synchros really easily. So Summoner Monk works really well. It's also good for ditching dead spell cards that might be able to plague the hand. When I get Summoner Monk on the field, it's real easy to go pretty much into any level 8 Synchro with these two. You just pitch him and get this card right away. Or I can go into any rank 4 Exceed. Really cool, easy way to get this card out. Plus he's dark. So that helps out good. I also got 3 Effect Veilers. Those are going to be my lights. And then, of course, 1 Black Luster Soldier. That's going to round up the monsters. The dark and light count is kind of low, but I do Synchro and Exceed a lot in this deck. So that helps get the other darks and lights into the graveyard, so that BLS will not be a dead draw. Okay, and now let's move on to the spells. Okay, up first, we got our 3 of the Geartown. This is pretty much my answer to the backfield hate that we're going to have in this format. So 3 of them, that plus, you're going to see them get out the Ancient Gear monsters real easy with that. I got 2 ScrapStorms, 2 ScrapYards, so I'm not overdoing it on the scrap support cards, just because the scrap engine does only have 6 cards in this deck. We got 2 Pot of Dualities, 1 Pot of Avarice for recyclability, 3 MSTs, the Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole, of course, all staples. That rounds up our spell lineup. For traps, very small amount. We have just Starlight Road, Trap Dustshoot, and then 2 Dark Coffins. So the Dark Coffin works really good in the scrap deck, plus should work really good with the Geartown, because you could set your activate your Geartown and then set a Dark Coffin. Your opponent's not going to want to Heavy Storm the field really, because they don't want your Geartown getting its effect. So they're probably going to MST the back row on your end phase. If they do that, then you're going to get a +1 out of it anyways. So that's pretty good. Or if they do decide to heavy with these 2, you're going to get your big boss Gadjiltron Dragon out, plus you're going to take a card from them. So essentially, you're going to come up on it. So you're going to +1. So that's a pretty cool little combo. On to the extra deck. Of course, we got our 3 boss Scrap Dragons, 2 Stardust Dragons, Catastor, and TG Hyper Librarian, since these are level 5 is pretty easy to get to. I threw Brionac in there just because he's not as easy to get to. You're going to have to use Granel and 1 of your Effect Veilers to get his effect off. That's not to get his effect off, but just to get him summoned. So a little bit more difficult, but Brionac might be worth it. Also, we got our Trishula and our ally Justice Decisive Armor. Level 9 is really easy to get to. So, I put 2 of them in there. I thought about using Mistworm, but I decided to go with Ally Justice. We'll see how this works out. Might change in more updated builds. We'll see. For Exceeds, right now we got 3 of the number 39 Utopia, He's light, so it definitely helps out when we're trying to get Soldier out. It's good, high attack. And then when we're in control of the board, I have the 2 Steelswarm Roaches. Just so we can stay in control. We get a big boss monster out like one of our Ancient Gears. And then, or maybe even Soldier, then bring this guy out. Kind of take control from them, summoning something strong enough to get rid of it. Really only have to worry about stuff like Dark Hole at that point. But, you could always go right into, Starlight Road if that gives you a problem. Bring out one of your Stardusts. Okay, so that's it for my Ancient Gear scrap deck. Let me know what you guys think of it. Remember to leave comments below on how you think it can be improved and everything. Remember to check out the Underground. They give a lot of interesting decks a chance to shine up on their channel. So they're really cool people, so make sure you check them out as well. And I guess that's about it for now. This is Galactic God, out.